The world of reality TV has been shaken to its core as Joseline Hernandez, known for her bold personality and unfiltered presence, is reported to have broken down in tears after a shocking betrayal by her fiancé. Sources close to the situation reveal that what started as a seemingly perfect romance has erupted into a scandal that has fans and insiders talking nonstop. The betrayal has left Joseline emotionally devastated, exposing a side of her vulnerability rarely seen on camera. According to insiders, the revelation of her fiancé's actions sent shockwaves through her personal life, prompting intense emotional turmoil. Friends and associates describe her as heartbroken, struggling to process the fact that someone she trusted so deeply could betray her in such a public and humiliating way. The drama has sparked widespread attention, with social media buzzing and fans dissecting every detail, eager to understand the full story behind the shocking revelations. The betrayal reportedly involves secrets that Joseline was unaware of, and the public nature of the scandal has magnified the emotional impact. Observers note that the combination of personal heartbreak and public scrutiny has created a pressure cooker for the reality star, pushing her to the brink and leaving her visibly shaken. Every detail of the scandal is being analyzed, from her fiancé's actions to Joseline's raw emotional response, making it one of the most talked about moments in recent reality TV history. As the story unfolds, fans are given a rare glimpse into the human side of Joseline Hernandez, a powerful, confident woman now grappling with heartbreak and betrayal. Prepare for an in-depth look at what really happened, why everyone is talking about it, and how Joseline is navigating one of the most shocking chapters of her life. Joseline Hernandez, the reality TV star known for her fiery personality and unapologetic demeanor, has found herself at the center of a storm that has left fans and insiders reeling. Sources reveal that her fiancé, someone she had trusted completely, has allegedly betrayed her in a way that has shocked everyone around her. The revelation came as a devastating blow, leaving Joseline emotionally distraught and breaking down in tears in private moments captured by those closest to her. Friends and insiders describe the betrayal as both personal and public. Joseline, who has always projected confidence and strength, was confronted with a reality she never anticipated. Someone she loved and trusted had undermined that trust. The emotional toll was immediate and overwhelming, with sources stating that she struggled to process not only the betrayal itself, but also the public scrutiny that followed. In an industry where private matters often become public spectacle, Joseline's pain was amplified by the fact that fans and social media commentators quickly picked up on the situation, speculating on what happened and why. According to close sources, the betrayal involved actions that Joseline never expected, leaving her feeling blindsided and vulnerable. The emotional fallout was intense, with reports suggesting that she spent hours in tears, confiding in friends and trying to make sense of what had occurred. Her fiancé's actions reportedly contradicted the promises and assurances that had once formed the foundation of their relationship, shaking Joseline to her core. The public reaction has been immediate. Fans flooded social media platforms offering support, sharing opinions, and debating the circumstances surrounding the betrayal. Analysts and reality TV commentators dissected every interaction and statement, attempting to piece together the full story behind the shocking revelations. The combination of personal heartbreak and public attention created a pressure cooker environment, leaving Joseline struggling to navigate both her emotions and the intense scrutiny from her audience. Insiders note that the incident has had a significant impact on Joseline's personal life. Close friends report that she has been leaning heavily on her support network, seeking comfort, guidance, and validation as she works through the emotional upheaval. Despite her public persona of strength and independence, the betrayal exposed a deep vulnerability, showing a side of Joseline rarely seen by fans. Those close to her emphasize that the experience has been both humbling and transformative, forcing her to confront issues of trust, loyalty, and personal boundaries in a relationship that once seemed secure. The emotional weight of the situation is compounded by the timing and circumstances of the revelation. Sources suggest that the betrayal became known at a moment when Joseline was preparing for upcoming projects and appearances, adding professional pressure to personal heartbreak. The overlap between her public commitments and private turmoil created an environment where she was forced to navigate her emotions while maintaining a public image, a challenge that has left her visibly shaken and reflective. Reports also indicate that the betrayal has sparked conversations within her inner circle about relationships, trust, and loyalty. Friends and confidants have expressed concern over how the emotional trauma might affect her decisions moving forward, emphasizing the importance of self-care and caution in future relationships. The incident has become a catalyst for reflection, pushing Joseline to reassess the people she surrounds herself with and the boundaries she sets in both personal and professional contexts. The fallout from the betrayal continues to dominate discussions among fans and industry insiders alike. Social media reactions range from outrage on her behalf to speculation about the motives and actions of her fiancé. Every leaked detail, whether verified or speculative, has contributed to a growing narrative that keeps the story in the spotlight. Experts note that the public nature of the betrayal amplifies the emotional impact, creating a situation where private heartbreak is intertwined with public perception, forcing Joseline to navigate both simultaneously in addition to the emotional strain. Insiders report that Joseline has had to manage the practical implications of the betrayal. Decisions regarding her personal life, living arrangements, and financial matters reportedly became immediate points of consideration, adding complexity to an already emotionally charged situation. The combination of personal, professional, and public pressures illustrates the multifaceted impact of betrayal at this level, where every choice carries weight and consequences are far-reaching. As Part 1 concludes, it is clear that Joseline Hernandez's experience is both intensely personal and publicly scrutinized. The betrayal by her fiancé has left her grappling with emotions that range from heartbreak to disbelief, all while the public watches and reacts. Friends and insiders emphasize that this moment, though devastating, may also serve as a turning point, forcing Joseline to confront difficult truths, reassess her relationships, and navigate one of the most challenging chapters of her life with resilience and self-awareness. The aftermath of Joseline Hernandez discovering her fiancé's betrayal has been nothing short of chaotic. Sources reveal that she has struggled not only with the emotional toll, but also with the intense public scrutiny that followed. Friends close to Joseline describe her as being in a state of shock, grappling with the realization that someone she trusted implicitly had undermined that trust in the most personal and public ways imaginable. The betrayal has left her questioning not only her relationship but also the judgment she exercised in choosing her partner. Insiders indicate that the emotional fallout has been visible in both private and semi-public moments. Joseline has reportedly spent long hours in tears, confiding in trusted friends about the depth of her heartbreak and frustration. The emotional weight of knowing that her fiancé's actions contradicted promises and assurances she had taken to heart has been devastating. Sources note that she has struggled to reconcile the public persona of her fiancé with the private reality of his betrayal, a conflict that has left her feeling both humiliated and vulnerable. The betrayal has also created a ripple effect. Throughout her personal circle, friends, family, and confidants have stepped in to offer support, providing a sounding board as Joseline navigates the intense emotional turbulence. According to insiders, the situation has forced her support system to rally around her in ways that are both comforting and challenging. They try to balance honesty with emotional support. The entire experience has become a lesson in trust, boundaries, and the harsh realities of relationships in the public eye. Public attention has only intensified the pressure. Fans, social media commentators, and industry insiders have dissected every known detail, creating an environment where the personal heartbreak is magnified by public speculation. Every interaction, statement, or social media post from Joseline is scrutinized for signs of how she is coping, with theories and assumptions circulating widely. This constant attention has reportedly added another layer of stress. As she attempts to maintain composure while processing profound emotional pain, sources reveal that the betrayal has also prompted Joseline to take a step back and reevaluate her priorities. Friends note that she has begun reflecting on what she truly values in a relationship, has reportedly been empowering in its own way, providing her with clarity and a renewed focus on self-respect and personal growth. The professional impact of the betrayal has also been significant. According to insiders, Joseline has had to navigate ongoing commitments, appearances, and work obligations while managing her emotional turmoil. The overlap between public and private life has intensified the pressure, creating a scenario where she must maintain a strong public image despite feeling vulnerable and betrayed. Friends stress that the ability to compartmentalize and continue performing professionally, even while emotionally shaken, speaks to her resilience and determination as the story spreads. The reactions from fans and commentators have been relentless. Social media has become a forum for speculation, judgment, and support, with many praising Joseline for her transparency and others criticizing her for perceived decisions leading up to the betrayal. The public nature of the scandal has magnified every detail, leaving her in a position where she must navigate not only personal heartbreak, but also the court of public opinion. Insiders report that she is acutely aware of how every post, statement, or interaction can be interpreted, adding yet another layer of complexity to her emotional recovery. In response to the betrayal, Joseline has reportedly been seeking moments of introspection and self-care. Friends note that she has leaned heavily on trusted confidants and support systems, using these relationships to process her emotions, gain perspective, and make decisions about her next steps. This approach is reportedly helping her regain a sense of control in a situation that has otherwise felt unpredictable and emotionally overwhelming. The betrayal has also prompted Joseline to confront issues of trust and boundaries in ways she had not before. Sources suggest that she is now more attuned to red flags and warning signs, using the experience as a lesson to guide future relationships. Friends describe this newfound awareness as a pivotal moment, one that could ultimately lead to healthier decision-making and stronger personal boundaries. Moving forward, the combination of emotional devastation, public scrutiny, and professional obligations has created a pressure cooker scenario for Joseline Hernandez. Sources close to her emphasize that navigating this environment requires patience, resilience, and emotional intelligence. The experience, while painful, has reportedly strengthened her awareness of her own needs and priorities, allowing her to process the betrayal with a level of reflection that may not have been possible in calmer circumstances. As Part 2 concludes, it is clear that Joseline's heartbreak is both deeply personal and publicly scrutinized. Her fiancé's betrayal has forced her to navigate a complex web of emotional, professional, and social challenges, all while maintaining a degree of composure and control. Friends and insiders stress that this chapter, though profoundly painful, may serve as a turning point, allowing Joseline to emerge more self-aware, resilient, and empowered as she begins to reclaim control over her personal life and emotional well-being. The aftermath of Joseline Hernandez's shocking betrayal continues to unfold, revealing the depth of emotional and personal challenges she now faces. Sources close to Joseline confirm that the experience has left her grappling with heartbreak, anger, and disbelief, all while navigating the intense scrutiny of fans and the media. Friends describe her as visibly shaken, often retreating into private moments to process the overwhelming reality of her fiancé's actions. The combination of personal devastation and public attention has created an environment where every emotion feels magnified and every decision carries heightened significance. Insiders reveal that Joseline's days have become a balancing act between managing her emotions and maintaining her public persona. As a high-profile reality star, she must continue fulfilling work obligations, attending appearances, and managing social media presence, even while struggling with profound personal pain. This dual pressure of public and private life has tested her resilience, forcing her to develop coping mechanisms to navigate both realms simultaneously. Sources note that despite her vulnerability, Joseline has shown remarkable strength, leaning on trusted friends and advisors to provide support, perspective, and guidance through this tumultuous time. The betrayal reportedly has far-reaching consequences beyond emotional impact. Close sources indicate that Joseline has been forced to reconsider elements of her personal life, including living arrangements, finances, and future plans that once involved her fiancé. The sudden disruption of plans that once seemed secure has added layers of complexity to her already emotionally charged situation. Friends describe these practical adjustments as both necessary and challenging, illustrating how deeply the betrayal has affected multiple aspects of her life. Social media has played a significant role in amplifying the drama. Fans, commentators, and industry insiders dissect every statement, post, and appearance, speculating on Joseline's reactions and interpreting her emotional state. While some offer support and empathy, others fuel speculation, creating a high-pressure environment where personal grief becomes public spectacle. Sources suggest that this constant scrutiny has intensified Joseline's emotional experience, leaving her acutely aware that every move is being observed, analyzed, and discussed, according to insiders. The betrayal has prompted Joseline to reflect deeply on trust and boundaries. Friends describe her as increasingly discerning about the people she allows into her life, recognizing that the foundation of any relationship must be built on honesty, respect, and integrity. This period of introspection, though painful, has reportedly strengthened her self-awareness and provided clarity about what she needs moving forward. The emotional growth emerging from this betrayal may ultimately empower Joseline to make more intentional decisions in her personal life, ensuring that future relationships are grounded in mutual respect and loyalty. Emotional support has been critical throughout this ordeal. Trusted friends and advisors have provided a safe space for Joseline to express her grief, anger, and frustration, while also offering guidance on navigating public scrutiny. Sources report that these conversations have helped her regain a sense of control and perspective, allowing her to channel her emotions constructively and begin the process of emotional recovery. The support network surrounding Joseline has been described as a stabilizing force, helping her navigate both personal pain and public attention simultaneously. The betrayal has also impacted Joseline's interactions within her professional sphere. Sources indicate that she has had to carefully manage appearances, statements, and collaborations, ensuring that her personal turmoil does not undermine professional commitments. This delicate balancing act requires focus, patience, and emotional resilience, as she must maintain professionalism while also addressing personal wounds. Friends note that the ability to compartmentalize, even temporarily, demonstrates her strength and determination to protect both her career and emotional well-being. Furthermore, the incident has sparked conversations within her inner circle about loyalty, trust, and the dynamics of modern relationships. Friends and family emphasize that the experience serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating how even seemingly secure partnerships can unravel unexpectedly. The emotional lessons from this betrayal are reportedly shaping how Joseline approaches relationships, communication, and personal boundaries moving forward. Insiders suggest that she is using this experience as an opportunity to redefine her standards and expectations, ensuring that future relationships are built on solid and trustworthy foundations. The public narrative surrounding the betrayal continues to evolve. Social media, speculation, interviews, and insider reports fuel ongoing discussion, keeping the story at the forefront of reality TV news. Fans debate motives, consequences, and Joseline's emotional responses, creating a dialogue that is both supportive and critical. Sources close to Joseline report that she is aware of this ongoing attention and has learned to navigate it with measured responses. maintaining composure while addressing necessary matters privately. Despite the heartbreak, sources note that Joseline is demonstrating remarkable resilience. She is actively processing her emotions, seeking clarity, and making deliberate choices about how to proceed with her life. Friends emphasize that while the betrayal has been a painful turning point, it is also fostering personal growth, self-reflection, and emotional strength. The lessons learned during this time are expected to influence her future decisions, relationships, and personal development in ways that will have lasting impact. In addition to emotional growth, Joseline is reportedly using the experience to prioritize self-care and personal empowerment. Friends note that she has engaged in reflective practices, sought counsel from trusted confidants, and made conscious efforts to protect her mental and emotional well-being. The betrayal has served as a catalyst for self-empowerment, prompting her to take ownership of her emotional journey and make decisions that prioritize her health, happiness, and long-term stability. As Part 3 concludes, the full impact of the betrayal becomes evident. Joseline Hernandez, once blindsided by the actions of her fiancé, is now navigating a path of emotional recovery, public scrutiny, and personal empowerment. Sources highlight that this chapter, while painful, is shaping her into a more self-aware, resilient, and empowered individual. Friends note that her ability to process heartbreak, manage public attention, and maintain composure demonstrates both strength and determination. Ultimately, Joseline's experience is a story of betrayal, heartbreak, and resilience. The emotional fallout, practical adjustments, and public scrutiny combine to create a complex and challenging situation. Yet sources emphasize her capacity to overcome adversity. The lessons learned, insights gained, and emotional growth emerging from this painful experience may well define her next chapter, allowing her to reclaim control, assert boundaries, and move forward with renewed clarity and confidence. Joseline Hernandez's shocking betrayal has left the reality TV star grappling with heartbreak, disbelief, and public scrutiny. Friends and insiders confirm that this deeply personal experience has been magnified by social media attention, fan speculation, and industry commentary, creating a high-pressure environment where every move, statement, and emotion is observed. Despite the intensity of the situation, Joseline is taking steps to navigate both her personal and public challenges with resilience and awareness. The emotional toll of betrayal extends far beyond heartbreak. Sources reveal that Joseline has had to manage professional commitments, interactions with her support network, and personal decisions about her life while processing profound emotional pain. The experience has forced her to confront issues of trust, loyalty, and boundaries, highlighting the importance of self-awareness and careful decision-making in both personal and professional spheres. Friends describe her as actively engaging in reflective practices, leaning on trusted confidants, and prioritizing self-care to regain emotional stability and clarity. Fans and observers continue to follow her journey closely, discussing motives, consequences, and her responses in real time. While the public's attention can add pressure, it also serves as a backdrop to Joseline's emotional growth, illustrating how a high-profile individual navigates personal trauma under intense scrutiny. Her story is a powerful reminder of the challenges of trust, the complexities of relationships, and the resilience required to overcome betrayal. Stay tuned as Joseline Hernandez continues to rebuild, reflect, and reclaim control over her life. Her journey reveals the emotional strength, awareness, and determination needed to navigate heartbreak, public attention, and personal transformation, offering fans an intimate look into how she confronts one of the most challenging chapters of her life.